As we know, the sources of money for government are the revenues. Government divides these sources of revenue into two broad heads: revenue receipts and capital receipts. The revenue receipts represent sources of funds for government that it has earned in the current year or taken as a short-term loan, whereas capital receipt represent sources of funds for government for more than 1 year. Let's delve little more into the revenue receipts. Revenue receipts mainly consist of tax revenue and non-tax revenue. Tax revenue and non-tax revenue is the money that Government of India earns from firms and household in the economy. Let's first see tax revenue. Broadly, it is divided into 7 categories, and they are corporation tax, income tax, wealth tax, custom duties, union excise duties, service tax, taxes on union territories. Let's see each of them one by one. Tax revenue is equal to A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F plus G. A. Corporation tax, levies on income of companies. B. Income tax. This is a tax on the income of individuals, firms, etc. other than companies. This head also includes other taxes, mainly the securities transaction tax, which is levied on transactions in listed securities undertaken on stock exchanges and in units of mutual funds. C. Wealth tax. This is a tax levied on the specified assets of certain persons, including individuals and companies. For example, estate, wealth, gift. D. Custom duties, paid by firms and households on imports and exports. E. Union excise duties, goods produced and sold for using natural resources. F. Service tax, paid by firms and households on services rendered and consumed. G. Taxes on union territories, tax paid by firms and households in union territories. Now let's see non-tax revenue. Broadly, it is divided into 8 categories, and they are A. Economic services, B. Social services, C. General services, D. Fiscal services, E. Dividends and surpluses, F. Interest received, G. Grants and aids, H. Railways revenues. Let's see each of them one by one. Non-tax revenues: A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F plus G plus H. A. Money received by providing economic services such as agriculture, fishery, irrigation, petroleum, coal, new and renewable energy, mining, metallurgy, transport, ports, shipping, civil aviation, roads and bridges, postal receipts, communication, science, technology, tourism, and many more. B. Money received by providing social services such as education, sports, arts, medical, housing, broadcasting, information and publicity, social security, and welfare. C. Money received by providing general services such as administrative services, public service commission, police, other public works, defense services. D. Fiscal services, profits from circulation of currency. E. Dividends and surpluses from public sector units, Reserve Bank of India, nationalized banks, and financial institutions. F. Interest received, money received on investment. G. Grants and aids, money received from individuals or institutions for rehabilitations, social development. H. Railways revenues, money received by providing transport and freight services.